Imagine if you could understand in what direction the market goes and how candle works. This is what we're going to cover in this video, and we're going to start of course with the first one, because beginners and even experienced traders, they try to read what is going up here, how can I trade this move, but the solution is actually let the market push away, that you can see a lot of red candles. Every time using a 1 minute chart, you see more than 3 or 4 red candles. It shows you that pressure is occurring down, and every time you see 3 or 4 green candles, it shows you that the market has pressure up. So that means if you check just properly, you see here how the market has here a lot of green candles here, shows you pressure up. Here you see a lot of red candles, but it's not pressuring down too much in reference to this move. But now check this out. Here you can see how the market does a lot of move down, 3 red candles, and they're longer than before. And you can see here how it does again 3 red candles. And then it does here 4 red candles. And this will not occur every day, but if you have a proper routine of trading maybe 2 or 3 times a week for 1 or 2 hours, you will see this multiple times a month, and this will be enough for your trading to have a good trading strategy to see in what direction the market goes. Because it's not about to see every day in what direction the market goes. It's more about to see it when I'm sitting down for 10 hours within 10 different kind of days. Can I see it for the majority of days what the market does? That the market does, that it's not worth it to invest my money, or it's worth it because I can see that the market pushes. And the first one to understand is not with the green or the red candles. I think it's about where the market wants to go. This is our step number 1. That is the biggest structure high or the biggest structure low. You can see that. That means if you see a spike that the market does with the biggest structure like this pattern you see here, this is called a high. If the market does just the opposite, going down and going up, this is a low. And these points, and this is what the market is aiming for. And you need to understand that you have this also always in a smaller structure, and people start reading inside here lower highs, higher lows, different kind of terms, but actually this all does not matter in the beginning, because it's more about if you make the chart small on the bottom, how we do it here, and on the right side, you will see here the biggest structure high, and you will see down here the biggest structure low. And when you look at the market like this, how we do it right now, you exactly know that right now here where my mouse is, that these references are so far away, it is not worth it to trade at all. And sometimes you will see, check this out here, when you understand it again, this is a bigger structure high, and this is a bigger structure low. That sometimes the market, when just looking at it, that it does just green candles and you can't see anything what you learned maybe from a book or from a video. But there will be times how the market is doing his structure. Check this out. How the market cannot go above this high here. How the market is doing a lot of red candles here in reference to whatever this weird thing here is before, because people start trying to read what is going on here instead of waiting until they can see, having a proper routine with one single market, that the market does this, what you see here right now. And then when you understand that the market wants to go to this bigger structure low, or like to the smaller structure lows here or here in reference, then you will be able to see more in what direction the market goes. So an exercise is, if you have something to write, this is very important. Because before you have the trading strategy, most trading strategies are not even complete. This trading strategy that I'm going to give to you is complete. That means if you sit down on the computer, you first have a first impression of the market. For example, if I don't know the future of this one on the right side right now, and I can see it just wiggles around, I'm making the chart small, I'm looking for it, where's the biggest structure low here? Did the market reach this already? And you see like, oh yeah, it reached here, but it didn't reach it fully, right? So I'm assuming more the market goes down here instead of up here, right? Because this is the biggest structure high here, or here a medium, also bigger structure high. And then my first impression here is more, I'm assuming the market is going more to the right, but a bit more to the right side and then also down, and wants to spike down here, going down here. Sadly, the market didn't do that, but with saying to the right side, I mean, it's going here in a consolidation, contraction phase, and these are exactly hard to trade. Oh yeah, well, it was going here a bit down as you see here, but it's just not nice to trade that. Once we can see that the market is really here pushing up, we look to the left And now you understand the market is aiming for these bigger structure highs here, bigger structure highs there, smaller structure highs here, right? Once you can see that multiple times, and you can see that by sitting down on a computer first, you take notes, you make a picture of it, then you watch the market for 1, 2, or 3 hours, then you take an after picture, and then you compare. What did you learn from the market? And when you just make new ideas about it, when you start listening to the market and not to the trading coach or the book or the trading strategy, whatever you got, this is where you see more in what direction the market goes. Do this for 5 days. I'm telling you, your trading will improve, and stick to that, to these things what works, and don't just hop on new things. So the second thing then is, when you understand in what direction the market goes, now we're going about candles. When you see here the market goes up, it starts to make more than 3 or 4 red candles in a majority of times when you see that using a 1-minute chart. And it starts to make only maximum of 3 red candles very often when the market goes up. Check this out. Here you can see only 3 red candles. Here also, here also, here also. Check this out. The first time you see 4 red candles shows you that the market is going to wiggle around just to the right and just has a hard time, as you see here. I did not know the future here, by the way, of this day. So the thing is, it is very important that you understand that when the market does a lot of green candles, it shows you the market goes up. It should do only 1, 2, or 3 red candles. When it does multiple times 3 red candles, or even one time only 4 red candles, you need to identify how many green candles did you had. And if it happens for like the first time 4 red candles, and you can see here there are not that many green candles anymore, like as what happened here, then you know exactly it's just not nice to trade more up, and look what happens. Just because the market does here a couple of red candles, it never means that the market just wants to go down. Make the chart always small, understand that this is the biggest structure low here, or here at least, or there. Wait until you can see the market is pushing more down, as you see here. By the way, now you can see here a bigger structure low here. This is pretty cool. And then when you see now here how the market not just makes just a lot of red candles. When you see here and you make the chart always small like this, use always your whole chart, your computer. If you see the market is pushing down here on the right side, then you will see recurring moves that the market will aim for these, right? So you can wait even until the market does these 3 red candles that are very long in reference than before. They're even more longer than these 7 red candles in a row, for example, almost, or 10. And you see here 1 time, 2 times 3 red candles, 4 times red candles. And the more you can see it, the more lower, so you don't even need to trade here, or just assume the market goes down. Maybe starting here, or maybe here where it's very late already down. Because if you have a routine of 2 or 3 times a week, you will have minimum within the next 2 or 3, 4, 5 weeks, you will have 2 or 3, 4, 5 days where you can see the market goes in one direction. And these are absolutely more worth to trade. When it comes now to the candles, now we're going inside the candles to understand, and I'm telling you, understanding candles is something what is just important later, because first of all, you want to see movement without understanding actually what highs or lows are too much, just what I showed you until this part. And then when you understood where the market pressures, then we start first reading candles. I see a lot of traders, even advanced traders, that try to search a solution for doing it opposite. But this is not how trading works that much, because it's more about having a relationship, understanding what direction the market goes, by seeing recurring moves, and they always look different. You cannot put it in a book. It will be 500 pages. If you sit down for 5 days, you will do more for your trading than just reading a 500-page book, for example. So you only actually need only this video, I think, with the exercise that I just gave you within this video. Making a picture in the beginning, writing notes down, where do you see the market goes exactly to what reference, and then in the end, the picture, and then what the market really did. And if you can see that, then the candles are quite important. Because here, most moves that you see, for example, from here to there, this could be actually a $500 move already. And when having a good trading strategy, we can adjust just $100. We can put $100 in, we can get $500 or $800 out. Please use a demo account, no financial advice, very important. The thing is that this is the reason why I love to use the 1-minute chart and not a higher chart, because the 5-minute chart gives here just 1 or 2 candles and the move is already finished. I don't have proper risk management. That means risk management means I have a $5,000 account, I take $1,000 of it and divide it into 10 trades. Or I have a $3,000 account divided into 30 trades, for example, or picking out $1,000 or $500 of it and dividing that into these trades. This is called risk management. And when you see here now, then the market is going down, and you have your green candle. It shows you a candle shows you always just within, if it's a 1 minute chart candle, it shows you actually just where price was. The candle always has an open, it has a close. I didn't understood that in the beginning because it was so complicated for me. It shows you, you can see 938 was where the open was. Like this price point was where the market was at 938. 939 is where the market was up here. We cannot see in what time the market was down here or up here with the price, but it just shows us within 1 minute somewhere the market was up here or down there, because the market moves like this. It moves like that, right? And the candle is calculating, oh, here is 938. And then it shows you, here is 939. The market was just wiggling around, and it just shows you the wick was here, up here, down here. We don't know what time exactly, but we know exactly 938 the market was here opening the candle, and the candle was closing here 939. The red candle also, so the green candle is showing us within 1 minute the market was going higher. The red candle is just the opposite. It opens here, it closes down here, and then within 1 minute the market was getting lower. We have also the wicks, what is the highest and the lowest point, but I want you only to concentrate first only on the candles itself. So that means if you see a green candle that shows you the market goes up, a red candle that the market goes down, this is a setup. What I think is very important, it says if I have $1,000 divided into 10 trades, I want to see that the market goes to this reference first, observing that multiple times. And then every time I see here so many red candles and can see green, red, I want to see every green, red here. I want to see every green, red here. And then does these go to this point here? When doing day trading futures, some even trade Forex, what I don't like too much, I more day trade futures always. We can adjust here $100 within entering after the red candle closes. Stop placement on the red candle, on the green candle, depends like what is making more sense by observing it multiple times and aiming for this bigger structure low. You can see here the risk reward ratio is 5.99. That means we can use $100 to make $600 in average, by the way. So here, for example, the next color switch, when taking this in consideration, and this is a trading setup, entry after the red candle, stop placement above, and then you can see here how the risk reward ratio here is 5. That means using $100 to make $500. The same thing is also when seeing the market is going up. That means when having here a lot of green candles, and we can see here the market wants to go to this reference here. Check this out, I'm going to show this to you. This is how the reference looks like, because this is the highest point, right? I don't care too much about this reference or this. This is the highest reference, and the next reference is here. And there's a big distance in between, so this is something what is important to the market. Now check this out. And yes, you cannot understand this fully from one video, but when you do this routine and you look at the market, you will. The thing is now you see how the market does a lot of green candles. And then what you're checking now is, what about red and green? Check this out. Red and green is here. Red and green is here, right? You see how the market just wiggles around, and you can see this only with experience, and this is a bit dangerous to trade. What I really love is if the market does a red and green like this, and the green candle is just tiny, like here. But the problem is if the green candle is too high and I'm adjusting here $100, I only get maybe $200 out. That means if I just lose it 3 times, I would be losing $100, because I would adjust for each trade $100, lose 3 times $100, made only $200, and this is not that worth it. But there are times where the market here does a lot of green candles again, as you see here, like here it continues to go up, right? And then when you see now that it makes sense for you that the market goes up here because it's very near maybe, or maybe here. Check out what the market does with the red, green hours here, with here, with here. And yes, you will have a lot of losing trades in the beginning, but you will better yourself by understanding also that the market, when the market comes back and does a retracement of this length, check this out. The market very often does the same length of retracements, not here, not here, but here it does. A retracement is always that if the market goes up, it wants to come back always, it rotates always. This is how the market moves. It always rotates back and forth, up or down. It never goes just in one direction. And the thing is, like here, it will always come back, go up, come back, come up. Sometimes it will not go up, it will fully change the direction, then it wasn't a retracement. A retracement is first always when the move was finished, like here. So when the retracement occurred already, like these moves back, we measure them. And sometimes you see reoccurring lengths, like from here to there, has the same length from here to there. And this is the main reason why not taking here this red and green candle, why red and green down here first is very interesting to trade. And when entering here down here to trade, sadly would have resulted in a stop out, for example, but here maybe re-entering the trade after this green candle, what is absolutely cool. You will see here a risk-reward ratio of 5 occurs again. And if you don't have any goal target to the left, in this case you have a target to the left, like here by the way, the next target is up here, and you see what a big move it is to trade. It's awesome, right? Because we can adjust $100, we can have $500 or $1,200 for this trade. Now the thing is, on the practical side, sometimes you don't have anything to the left. And what I really love is to use the square to see if the market does this move for once, check this out, this move for twice, this move on the third time. So it does always the same move in length around. Like you see it here, you see it here. So I would take the minimum here, minimum here around, minimum here, like around, right? Then when the market starts to push here, I would take the same move. And then the thing is, if I can see this move within the next 10, 20 minutes, what it did here for the first, the second, the third time, it was each time just a 10-minute or 15-minute push. I want to have a very tight red and green candle for trading up, or green and a red candle after the market pushes down here, like here, that when I use this tool here, you find this tool on the left side, play with these two tools here, long and short positions. When adjusting here $100, you can see the risk-reward ratio of 4. Make sure, please, very important, that you make here the red candle where it closes, you put it here, always green and red. You put the stop placement here on the highest wick of the color switch, and then you aim for this bigger structure low, and then you will see that. And everything what I just was showing to you, it will only work by doing what I said in the middle and in the beginning of the video, that you identify in what direction the market goes, you understand with the 3-4 red or green candle rule, and then you look for your color switch, you keep observing that. Because in the end, I'm going to show you something from a trading student who's just like since 3 months with us. And he analyzed 37 trades because he traded 9. He analyzed 37 trades. And out of 37 trades he was seeing within 1 month, 2 or 3 times a week for 1 or 2 hours, you can see how he had 9 trades, 8 winning trades and 1 losing trade. He lost $100 and he made $3,210. When you look on the right side, he was analyzing a lot and then he was trading. He was analyzing, he was trading. He was analyzing, he was trading. And I think for the beginning, it's very important to analyze first in the beginning. That means looking what the market does, doing the exercise, the picture in the beginning and then the picture in the end. And I'm telling you, this will improve your trading. Share this with somebody who could need it, because we hope that it will literally help that person out. Wish you all love, good trades. Chatty out.